Well, I was wrong on 3 of my predictions. 3 out of 6. Dominic Reyes got absolutely sparked. Sad to see. Renato Moicano submitted Brad Riddell in the first. He went ballistic after. Congratulations. Dan Hooker got a victory, which I predicted that too. Poirier was weirdly very soft, but I don't want to bash a fighter or anything like that, but it was weird. That fight was pretty weird, but whatever. Frankie Edgar, unfortunate KO. Bad. But I guess he got to perform one last time in New York. It's just, fuck, man. I thought he was going to go away, from the sport with a W, but I guess not. Weili Zhang. Absolutely pure domination against Carla Esparza. Like I said, I think Esparza was just a bit too slow, too sluggish. But it's funny because it looked like Esparza almost rawls people into her weird timing and rhythm. Like, she fights very slow, and Zhang was a bit slower than what she usually is. Maybe by fear of the takedowns and stuff like that, but when she started to, I said this because if Carla tried to shoot for takedown and Weili sprawls, she can be very dangerous with her elbows and stuff like that. Weili is super badass, but I don't know what you do if you match her up with Rose Namajunas now, but I don't know. The strawweight division is kind of in a weird place, but it is what it is. We'll see what they do. Dustin Poirier, I talked about this, didn't I? Dustin Poirier versus Michael Chandler, which was the fight before. I don't know why I talked about the women's fight first, but Dustin Poirier versus Michael Chandler, another fight of the year contender for Michael Chandler. This man is a fucking monster, bro. I don't know how he does it. The way he fights is just pure entertainment. And Poirier, as I predicted, maybe not as clean as I thought it was going to be. He remained so calm under the chaos that was there. He was stick to his game plan, stick to his strategy, and like I said, remained very calm. Could have been very worried in a lot of moments, but he just looks so poised in there. He looks like he's bound to be there. He's supposed to be in there, and he's a dangerous man. He's a very dangerous man. And then Adesanya versus Pereira. What a fucking fight. And an absolute horror movie, like Adesanya predicted. It's just a nightmare for Adesanya, to be honest. And I think people that watch this channel, we're all pretty big, hardcore UFC fans. If you've been watching UFC for a little while, I think it's normal that you're going to root for the guy that's been in the UFC longer, that has proved his dominance in the middleweight division for a little bit longer. And we kind of have a little bit of pride over our champions, that they can do well against other guys from other organization, right? It's kind of normal. And that's what Pereira really was. He was coming in from another organization, from another sport. He was brand new to MMA. And we kind of hope that, well, I'm talking for myself, but yeah, I just hope that Adesanya could show him that there's levels to this game. It's not kickboxing anymore. It's MMA, and I have way more experience than you, all these things. But I guess the story was supposed to be written like this, because this is another story that comes straight out of a movie. Adesanya gets beat by decision in the first fight. Then Pereira's like, I'll rematch you. Then KOs him stiff after getting beat up for the entire fight. And then Adesanya's like, I have to leave kickboxing. This is not my sport. Goes to MMA, absolutely dominates everyone. And then Pereira just like looks at him like, well, if he's doing it, I can do it too, and just follows him, knocks everybody out, and then knocks him out, knocks the champion out that you knocked out a few years back after losing the fight in the final round. I mean, what was this, man? This is pure movie cinematic type shit. Like, I've never seen such a sport, just in general. I think this is why we're so addicted to it, just because we experience emotions at the highest of levels or at the lowest of levels. And it's been proven, scientifically. Neurologists have talked about this, that you get addicted to emotions that are either extremely high or extremely low. That's why there's a cool documentary by Patrick Gavie. He talked about the Colby Covington switch in character, and he said that in most audience, usually the audience is attracted and attached to a character when they feel very, very positive emotion towards them or very, very negative emotions. If it's in the middle where it's like, emotions that aren't very positive or aren't very negatives, usually people drift away. They're not as interested in it. And this is the sport MMA. It's especially if you have favorite fighters and you follow guys and you bet. If you bet, it's even crazier. But it's either you experience the most excitement you will ever experience if your fighter wins, or you will experience a very, very great depression and sadness and yeah, I don't know how to explain it. It's either one or the other. There's no middle. It's rare that I'll finish UFC, other than if it's a fight that I don't care about. But every time it's a fight that we care about, it's always like either great joy or great sadness. It's never in the middle. And that's why the sport, like I said, that's why the sport is so fucking addictive. It feels like crack cocaine, bro. Like, you want it more, you want some more. Like, as soon as the fight is over, it's like, okay, what's next? Like, I want to see the press conference. I want to see what they said to each other. I want to see, like, why am I so invested in this stuff? It don't matter. I should be more invested in, like, I don't know, loving someone, Damn, son. So yeah, I don't know if this was a great recap. It's pretty short, but I like to keep it short and sweet. No, I'm just kidding. Usually I talk for hours, but I'm very, very tired. It's 3:26 in the morning right now. I just came back from the bar, and I wanted to shoot it right now because it's fresh in my memory. If I wait until tomorrow morning, I don't know if I'm going to be as good, but maybe I will. I don't know. We'll see. I'll probably record some more videos tomorrow, but I did want to put it out there as soon as possible. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about the amazing card, one of the greatest cards in history of the UFC. At least since I've started watching the UFC. I mean, this card overall was just amazing. Amazing fights all over. And a big shout out to Adesanya. I know he lost, but man, this guy deserves a ton of respect for simply taking the fight against a guy like this, for stepping up, not being afraid, showing your true, your most embarrassing moments to the entire world and welcoming it with open arms. It's something that most humans will never relate to, and I know I don't relate to it. Just watching these guys walk out to the octagon is something absolutely incredible. But even crazier is to face your darkest demons, and like I said, welcome them with open arms. I think it's the way that you should approach life. When there's challenges and stuff, you approach them with open arms. Whether you win or you lose, you be a man about the problems or the mistakes and things you've made in life, so that you're ready to challenge yourself. And that's something that you have to respect in someone who's willing to challenge themselves. Yeah, it's difficult to do it. It's difficult to accept that something is going to be hard, something is not going to be easy, and still go out there and try your best, because you're putting yourself into the most vulnerable spot you'll ever be in. So I guess this is the moral of the story, is that try to challenge yourself in any way that you can to become better. Whether you win or you lose, you'll have learned. Quote of the night. This was corny. I have to go to sleep. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Hopefully I record tomorrow if I have the energy. Peace out, guys. Peace out.